Hi everyone, how you doing? So we're still in lockdown, still no golf to be played, still no coaching, the range is still closed. So I got thinking and I want to do something fun, something a bit light-hearted, but a little brush up on your rules. Okay, it's always a big advantage to know the rules, so that you find yourself making those clear decisions, which is to your advantage if you know the rules. So today I'm going to do a 9-hole fun quiz. So what I want you to do quickly is get yourself a pen, get yourself some paper, okay? If you have to pause this, pause it very quickly. Go and get yourself a pen, take your time, get a little drink, and we're going to do a 9-hole rules. Okay, so 9 questions. Here we go. We're going to give you time to get a pen and some paper. I'm just going to put my hat on, get ready. I got my ball, and I'm ready to go. So here we go. Hope you got your pen, got my glasses on so I can see what I'm reading. Okay guys, here we go. Question number 1. Okay, so we've got a stroke play competition and a player in stroke play started a round with 13 clubs in his bag. During the front 9, the player broke a putter in anger. So after the 9th hole, the player bought another putter from the shop in the clubhouse and used it for the remainder of the round. So what is the ruling? Okay, I'm just going to go through that. A player in stroke play started with 13 clubs. During the front 9, broke the putter in anger. Smashed it. After the 9th, went into the shop, bought a new putter, and then played the remainder of the round. What is the ruling? Is the answer A, the player is disqualified? Is the answer B, there is no penalty? Is there answer C, the player gets a 2-stroke penalty at the 10th and the 11th holes? Okay, that's question number 1. Write down your answer. Here we go. Question number 2. On the putting green, a player marks and lifts her ball. After replacing it, a strong gust of wind causes the ball to move. So she's placed the ball, lifted the marker, lots of wind, ball starts rolling. The player must replace her ball on the original spot. Put it back. Is that true or is that false? Okay, question number 3. In stroke play, a player's ball is half buried in the rough. So the ball is half buried in the rough. Okay, it's in there. Without saying anything to any other players in the group and without marking its position, the player touches the ball in the rough, touches it and rotates it. And by doing so, she identifies it as hers. What is the ruling? A, there is no penalty. B, the player gets 2 penalty strokes. Or C, the player gets 1 penalty stroke. Moving on. Question number 4. A player's ball lies in a hole made by a rabbit in a bunker. The player is entitled to free relief. Is that statement A, true, or B, false? Repeat that quickly again. A player's ball lies in a hole made by a rabbit in a bunker. The player is entitled to free relief. Is that A, true, or B, false? Moving on, question number 5 on the 9 holes. So, in match play, a player's correct handicap is 11, but he mistakenly advises his opponent on the first tee that his handicap is 10. After his opponent hits her first shot, he realizes his mistake. What is the ruling? A, the player must play the match using a handicap of 10. Is it B, the player is disqualified? Or is it C, the player must play the match using a handicap of 11? I'll go through those answers again. Remember, his correct handicap is 11. He advises that he's got a handicap of 10. His opponent tees off and then he realizes his mistake. A, the player must play the match using a handicap of 10. B, the player is disqualified. Or C, the player must play the match using a handicap of 11. Okay, moving on. Writing those questions down, guys. If you didn't hear one of these questions correctly, just pause it, rewind it, and do it again. Just think about your answers, write them down. Number 6. In stroke play, a player's ball lies on the putting green. Before playing his next stroke, he taps down spike marks in the vicinity of the hole. What is the ruling? A, there is no penalty. B, the player gets 2 penalty strokes. Or C, the player gets 1 penalty stroke. Moving on. Number 7, guys. 3 to go. A player's ball in the rough lies in the loose material caused by a rabbit digging a hole. The player is entitled to free relief. Is that statement A, false, or B, true? I'll repeat that again very quickly. A player's ball in the rough lies in loose material caused by a rabbit digging a hole. The player is entitled to free relief. Is that A, false, or B, true? Question 8. Match play. It's in match play match. A player whose ball lies in a bunker casually leans on his club in the bunker while waiting for his opponent to play. What is the ruling? The player, A, the player gets 1 penalty stroke. B, the player loses the hole. Or C, there is no penalty. I'll just repeat that again. In match play, a player whose ball lies in a bunker casually leans on his club in the bunker while waiting for his opponent to play. What is the ruling? Is it A, the player gets 1 penalty stroke? Is it B, the player loses the hole? Or is it C, there is no penalty? And finally, the 9th and final question to this fun brushing up your rules skills, hopefully. Number 9, on the first hole of a stroke play competition, a player uses his distance measuring device before he hits his second shot, and then again before his third shot. The device had the ability to make an adjustment for slope, and this was turned on. What is the ruling? Okay, so he's using his measuring device, he's measured the second shot, he's measured the third shot, but he's got his slope, it's called, his slope adjustability switched on. What is the ruling? Is it A, the player gets 4 penalty strokes? Is it B, the player is disqualified? Or is it C, the player gets 2 penalty strokes? Okay, guys, there you go. That's a 9-hole quick, fun rules quiz. If you're not quite sure, like I said, rewind it, listen to the questions, write down your answers. I'm going to do a second video, a follow-up video to this in a couple of days' time, and I'm going to reveal all the answers so you can check them all out. Okay, guys? Stay strong. We're going to get through this lockdown, and hopefully we'll be back on the golf course very soon. So have a great day. Darren Scholes, signing off.